Hey, Dad, we're not muted.
Am I okay here?
Yeah, if you're quiet. If you're quiet, you can do whatever you want.
What's wrong with man? Don't go by the rules.
Hello. Hello. So I'm going live here just to tell you that I'm going live on YouTube with better sound at Camden Live. Here's the link. Oh no, it's not letting me put the link. The link is in my bio. Thanks. It's my parents' house. So if you want to listen to more music, there's a whole mic and everything, you can go check it out. Link is in my bio. That is what I am live to tell you. Oh, hey, Chris. Hello. So I'm about to go
Juliet,
live.
you can be live. You can be live twice now.
Hi. And if you want to go
She's
to the link
doubly
in my
live.
bio,
She's infinitely
you
live.
can
It's
check
like
it out.
Casimira's
Links
live.
in bio, Camden Live. Oh, and we're live.
We're live. We're pre-live. We're like almost live. Warm up live. Holly, it looks like I can see you just barely in the corner there. A lot of flashing lights behind you. Can we get the
Yeah.
camera a little?
Um,
Oh no, because you're going to stand. Okay, oh, never mind, never mind,
yeah,
never mind.
the camera. I'm sorry. Do you want me to turn off the flashing lights?
That's okay. Just you're just kind of in the bottom corner there. We can't really see you that well, but I guess when you're
Yeah,
going to stand up at some point.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just sitting down. I'm sitting down on the job. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that.
No worries. Logan, everything okay? You can hear us okay?
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
perfectly. Best of luck, girls.
Okay. Good.
Good
Well,
luck, girl.
everyone's you guys you ladies all look wonderful, and I've heard you all sing, so I know you're going to sound amazing. So yeah, here we go. Let's get the show on the road.
Woohoo!
I'll play our little intro music.
It's
Just
the
to
good thing about
get us all
having three
going.
girls on this stream. We all go woohoo.
Yeah,
We have to do it in
yeah.
three-part
Fuck
harmony.
yeah.
Then
That'd be good.
that'll be
Yeah.
impressive.
Okay.
Woohoo, woohoo.
See you in a second. Okay, welcome out there, everyone on the internet and points beyond. We have a great show tonight. Camden live stream. It's our 39th show, which, considering we were planning on doing about 10 shows, is amazing. Yeah, we have tonight from New York. Actually, Juliet, really, I consider her a London person, but she's escaped back to her homeland for a while, so hopefully we'll get her back. Juliet Garrett's in New York in a snowy shelter island outside Long Island someplace. Logan, you're in Logan Parker. She is in Portugal someplace. I didn't catch which part of Portugal you're in.
Lisbon.
Lisbon, okay. Main city. It's the
Hello,
capital
everyone.
for anyone paying
Hi.
attention to capitals of countries. Fantastic musical culture, which we'll ask Logan all about, because I think the Portuguese maybe it's not that well known, but it's fantastic musical culture. So we'll get a little update on that. And then Holly, down in the corner, underneath the blinking lights, next to the skeleton. She is in London.
Oh,
She's in London. We're near, not so far away from me. But that doesn't matter because we can't go out anyway. So we could be as close to Juliet or Logan because we're all on the internet. Anyway, so thank you all for joining us. Yeah, show 39. Juliet, actually, welcome back because we had you on a show. I don't even remember, like a year ago. When did we
Yeah,
start
like
this?
a
It was
year
like a
ago.
year ago. It's like it's getting crazy. But yeah,
Thanks for having
so
me back.
great to see you. And yeah, so yeah, just a little intro. My name is John. I'm the host. We started the Camden Live project now about 2 years ago to kind of cover music that was going through Camden, and the bands that were on the way, bands that had played, all that kind of stuff. And of course, that's been a little more complicated since the lockdown. So we started doing these live streams as a way to stay in touch and to reach out to musicians all over the world. And yeah, we've had about more than 100 musicians on the show I think more 110 musicians. I counted them just recently. And that's been great to hear all different kinds of music, because I think that's what Camden's really amazing about, is the different genres, different styles of music. And before all of this lockdown, you could go out any night in Camden to any number of cool venues, big or small, and hear all kinds of great music. Pick your genre from punk to metal to rock to blues to jazz to classical. It was all on offer in Camden. Reggae, a lot of great reggae stuff. And yeah, so we just really missed that, and this is just a way of keeping our foot and toe in the water while things are going whichever direction they're going, and slowly and terribly slowly we're all hanging in here. So yeah, thank everyone for joining. I see a few familiar friends. I want to reach out to John Atkinson, who's been a big fan. So we'd love to see you. Thank you very much on the show, John. And John's always good. If I forget something, I can always ask him and he answers things I can't remember. So that's cool. Yeah. So that's it. So how are you guys doing? What's the quick lockdown update? Juliet, we start from the top. You can kind of just go clockwise.
Clockwise, I'm good. I mean, as you know, it's snowing here. So I got to go sledding this morning, which was really fun.
Nice.
I hadn't gone sledding in years.
I
And
remember
it
it's
turned
pretty
out it's
flat
a
out
lot more
there.
of a
Is it kind of
work.
flat out there?
You know, it is, but Shelter Island is also home to the country's oldest public golf course
Oh,
called Goat Hill, which is like a little local secret.
now you just let that away. They're
But
gonna chase you out. They're gonna chase you away now.
I know, right? I kicked off the island. It's more work when you're older sledding.
Right, right. Okay, cool. So you're hanging out there. So yeah, awesome. So actually, you're going to be on first. So that's cool. Logan, how's your lockdown been?
Yeah, I'm kind of fed up with lockdowns, to be honest. I spent the first lockdown in London in my house in Kentish Town, Camden, and
You're local,
and
you're
now
local street.
I was lucky enough to come. Sorry?
Yeah, you're just up the street from me. Actually, I was in Kentish Town earlier today, and I thought, hey, you're not here anymore.
Yeah, it's such a great location, right? It's really cool. I just live. Do you know Gales in Kentish Town Road?
Oh yeah, sure.
I live on top of Gales.
Okay.
Oh,
It's really cool. It's a really cool street. I really like it. But I was lucky enough to come to Portugal to spend Christmas with my family, and I ended up staying a little longer because of the restrictions, and then I thought it would be safer for me to stay a little longer, and you know, the first couple of weeks it's really lots of fun, but now we're in a very strict lockdown, so we have to be home all the time, and the weather's been miserable.
Right.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so
it
now
hasn't
you're
been fun
homesick.
lately.
Bad weather, you get homesick. at
Yeah,
Kentish Town.
I am. I truly am. I miss London.
Yeah. Well, London misses you too. So,
Oh,
Ollie,
that's very
how's
sweet. Thank
how's
you.
lockdown been for you?
Life with the lockdown has been interesting. There's no gigs to be performed
So
really,
I get
except
the idea that you're out every night. Like you're just out pretty much
no,
every night
no, no.
performing,
I'm
hanging
home.
out.
I'm being good. I'm being good.
No, I'm saying before the lockdown. I think I have the idea
Before
that
the
you're out all the
lockdown,
time.
I was performing a lot, and I was, seeing lots of people because I love people, and I love my friends. I do miss that very much. All my wonderful, the people in my life that
Yeah,
I
of course.
cherish and treasure. But I must admit that I have learned how to sort of play my instrument a lot better. The new instrument I'm challenged by, which is this ukulele guitar thing, and then I practice the piano a lot, and I've been writing a lot of songs that I just never found the time to write before. So
Right, okay.
sadly, I'm not. I wish it hadn't come about this way. I wish I'd just written the songs because I'm a disciplined composer, but I always made up excuses in my subconscious as why I didn't have time, and now I've got all the time in the world. So, it's a matter of relaxing into a sort of different way of approaching my work.
Right. So you have to
And
find a new routine now that we everything's so
yes,
disrupted.
yes. I wish it didn't happen this way, though. I'd like to say that because I feel bad for so many people that are worse off than me who don't have, I have a passion when I get up in the morning is write a brilliant song, Holly, but it doesn't happen that way. But I always get up thinking it might,
Great.
and a lot of
Okay.
people don't have that.
Yeah, no, it's tough. It's really tough, and especially for people who really need the energy to be out and to see people, and of course musicians performing and all this stuff. It's
Oh,
really
that's
difficult.
just heartbreaking what's
Yeah.
happening there.
It's really difficult. Yeah. So, but it is what it is, and we're
It
gonna
is
have
what it is.
like-
So we got to have all these catchphrases, don't we? lots
Yeah.
of my catchphrases turn into songs. There's a lot of pandemic subjects you can write about, like lockdown pounds. How much did you lock down love? There's all kinds of, like blues. Usually they turn out to be blues with me.
Right. Blues songs are, you can always write them out of that kind of stuff. Cool. Okay. Well, you're going to play more for us. So the order tonight, we'll have Juliet's going to start, and then Logan, and then Holly, you're going to send us off into the evening. So we're all excited for the show, and yeah, let's get going. Let's get going. So, Juliet.
Cool. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, they vanished.
They vanished, yeah. Just you and me.
Magic. Now you're under a bridge. You were in an alley last time I saw you.
Yeah, this is one of the, I was out taking pictures the other day because it's actually really weird and desolate and there are no people around. So that's the kind of pictures I like to take. So that's,
yeah,
actually,
totally.
they opened this new area by the canal that's been under construction for many years. It's this extension of the Hawley Wharf that comes down from the, where the Camden Bridge is. And they opened it up, and it's some really cool spaces there. So this is one of the new arches that they somewhat cleaned it, so it was kind of cool. So
It's a cool picture.
yeah, I pulled out a few more for you because I know you're homesick, so I'm going to show you a few more.
I
pictures.
am. I mean, it's funny. It's funny, like spending a large portion of time somewhere else is that then it becomes impossible to not be homesick anywhere you go.
Right.
You know, you're an American transplant yourself.
Yeah, I know. And then you get back to where you came from, and you don't feel like you belong there, or you feel uncomfortable there. And
Exactly right. I wrote a new song about that. Actually, you'll hear it later.
awesome. Speaking of new songs, I have a little clip I can play. I dug something off
Oh,
the internet.
cool.
I got
Oh,
a new
yeah,
one
yeah,
and an
yeah.
old one. A new one and an old one. So let's see what we got for you.
Yeah, so the new one you're about to play is called Follow the River, and it was recorded in London before lockdown. And like Logan, I did first lockdown in London as well, and then came back this fall and to my parents' house. And my mom is actually a visual artist, and she made this music video. We shot it in my hometown. Yeah,
Nice.
so that was fun.
Let's check it out.
Come over here. We can play hide and seek with culturally accepted fear, and I won't tell if you don't know. I won't tell if you don't. Come and sit by me, and the sky's tumbling now. Oh, let the love in, you'll find it all around. Carry on, carry on.
Yeah, so I threw "Carry On" the back there because we're carrying on. Last time I saw you, so
Carrying
we
on.
just have to keep carrying on. That's all we can do.
I continue to believe that. Carry on and choose your bubble wisely. I don't know. Are you guys allowed to have bubbles over there?
No, they took the bubbles away from us. That was
Oh, I'm
no
so
bubbles.
sorry.
And we're just all debubbled.
Debubbled.
Yeah. No, things are bad here. Actually,
Yeah.
you're in a much better place, I think.
Well, I'm really grateful to be in the country, like
Yeah.
just to have there be trees and stuff.
Definitely. But hey,
Yeah,
so
I
you
hope
said
you're
so your
staying
mom's a
safe.
visual artist, and you
She
told me
is,
before
yeah.
that you're sitting at your father's piano with all his
I am.
compositions out there. So you're quite the
Yeah.
eclectic group of people making and creating and doing stuff.
I have to say, we feel pretty lucky. It's been, the three of us have been a fairly fun pod, if only because we have all of our projects going on. I mean, obviously, it's like a really, really difficult and trying, really, really
Yeah,
sad
of course,
time
of course.
yeah. But yeah, we all have our own creative projects going on, so
Amazing.
it's been nice. The only thing is that my dad and I have to balance our practicing schedules with each other because left to our own devices, we'd both play music all day, and that doesn't totally work.
Well, you're not playing heavy metal, so it's not like you're got the drum set out or something. So
No, I don't have the drum set out. Sometimes he gets the Beethoven out, which is like, I guess, the classical music version of heavy metal.
that is. I totally agree.
Yeah. But this piano actually was, it was his dad's piano as well. So it's
Oh wow,
been around a long time.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good. Well, you're at the right spot to be inspired to play. So, what do you have for us tonight?
Okay, cool. So the first song I'm going to play you is, I wrote it actually the last time I was living at home as a grown up, which seems to be happening to me periodically. It's called Small Town Girl. And it's about learning to love where you came from, I guess.
Nice.
I'll take these off to play for you.
Okay. Awesome.
Couldn't wait to leave this town. All my life, dreaming of those big city sounds. I couldn't wait to get away. All my life, dreaming of those big city ways where anything can happen. Anything can happen, but the grass beneath my feet reminds me how to breathe, and the people in the street all know each other's names. There's children running free, dreaming just like me, and everyone I meet, they say you haven't changed. Well, it's not so bad to be a small town girl. Couldn't wait to leave this place. All my life, dreaming of my big escape. Now I've gone, come back again. There's nowhere else I'd rather land. Home, home, where the grass beneath my feet reminds me how to breathe, and the people in the street all know each other's names. There's children running free, dreaming just like me. Oh, and everyone I meet, they say you haven't changed. Well, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. No, no, no. It's not so bad to be a small town girl. To be a small town girl. Anything can happen. 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 It's not so bad. It's not so bad. No, no, no. I'd be glad to build a good life in a small town world.
Yeah, great. There you go. We're back. He can hear us now.
I can.
It's a nice track. It's a nice track.
Thank you.
I guess you never leave that behind, right? You never leave that behind where you come from. It's always something that.
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's, I mean, at the risk of sounding like the Wizard of Oz, there's no place quite like home.
In the snow, hanging out at the piano. Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah. Well, you know, it used to snow a lot. This is only the second snowfall this year. I think an island is a really poignant place to watch climate change happen.
Right.
You can, like, the water is higher, the snow is less frequent.
So, but what do you miss about London? So how long were you living in
Oh
London
my
for?
gosh. I was there about 2 years. I mean, the biggest thing I miss is my friends there and the music community. Yeah, London has an amazing musical community. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just really different from anywhere else I've lived that way. New York is fun too, but it's different. You know what I mean?
The scale is, and everything in New York is more aggressive and more intense somehow, and
Yeah.
not necessarily in the best way.
Yeah, like I feel like there's pockets of New York that actually are really supportive, but in London, like there's just so many incredible musicians and they're incredibly positive, which is cool. And yeah, it felt like really being embraced by that when I moved over there. And so many songwriters. Like the
Right.
New York scene has gotten very band focused, which is great and fun. It's just obviously not what I'm doing. So yeah.
How do you
Yeah.
describe your music to people? What's your quick intro of yourself?
Oh gosh. I definitely think it's like inspired by the kind of old school songwriting of the 70s, but it has a modern take to it.
Okay.
Also from now. I had to do this recently. What did I say? I want to like Google it.
Like Bob Dylan, but kind
Um,
of, better looking and
I would not be
nicer.
so bold.
Bob
No,
Dylan
I
sold his
mean,
song catalog a few weeks ago.
I know.
Amazing.
It's wild. Yeah. I mean, with the way the music industry's going, that was probably a smart financial decision, but still weird.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't need him anymore.
Yeah,
Kill
I
him
don't
off.
know.
Metal's do something with him.
Someone else can deal with them, someone else's problem. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I mean, how would I describe my songs? That's such a tricky one, you know? Um, on I don't know who runs your Instagram, but on your Instagram the other day you called me honest and heartfelt, which I thought was very sweet. I don't think I'd say it about myself, but I
That
like
was
seeing
good.
someone else
I
say
thought
it about me.
I read that and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That works for it. That works for it. I didn't write
I
that.
was
I
like,
didn't write that, but I
cool.
wish I had because that makes sense.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, you ready for another song?
Mm, yeah, yeah. Why don't I play you? I'll play you "Follow the River."
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, cool. So this song, this was recorded properly in London before lockdown with Fiona Cruikshank, who's just incredible, incredible producer, engineer, over at Snap Studios, which if you need a studio in London, check them
Okay,
out.
there we go.
Yeah, have you been there actually? It's a great
No,
place.
where is it?
Oh, it's really fun. It's over in, oh man, oh man. I
No.
know that it is east of where I was.
Okay.
I was in Hornsey, so it's I want to say it's in like Holloway. Does that sound right?
Could be. I'll go look it up. You play.
Yeah.
I'll go dig out the address.
It's kind of near Manor House. I know it's
Okay.
like near there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this song can be heard in all of its recorded, produced glory on the internet. But
Yeah,
why
and of
not do a
course,
live version?
I always have to remind everyone because I know everyone says they love music and our lives are all so busy, but if you have a chance to hit that little subscribe button or the follow button,
Hmm.
it makes a big impact, and the musicians like Juliet really appreciate that. So,
Yes,
yeah,
I
please,
really do. I've commented in the chat, so you can follow me as well.
yeah,
Follow
please do.
Camden Live, subscribe there, subscribe here, subscribe to Logan, subscribe to Holly, do the whole
Exactly,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Go hit those buttons till you're mouse falls
The
over.
buttons.
Cool.
All right, cool. I'll see you on the other side. Come over here. We can play hide and seek with culturally accepted fear, and I won't tell if you don't. No, I won't tell if you don't. Come and sit by me. We can dip our fingers in the well of fantasy, and I won't tell if you don't. No, I won't tell if you don't. Follow the river, my father said. Follow the river, my father said. Follow the river, follow the river. Oh, follow the river, don't swim upstream. The truth comes out in your waking dreams. Follow the river, follow the river. Oh, 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 oh. Come back again. We can dance around the corners of pretend, and I won't tell if you don't. No, I won't tell if you don't. Follow the river, my father said. Follow the river, my father said. Follow the river, follow the river. Oh, 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 and I won't tell if you don't.
Yeah, beautiful song.
Thank you.
So what inspired that song? Was there some particular moment?
Yeah, it's interesting. You know how like sometimes songs sort of pop out and they're ready in a day. People say this happens. This rarely happens to me. This one, I wrote all the verses. I was thinking about that kind of like magical, mysterious world of childhood where you're playing pretend and exploring the limits of what's acceptable in your imagination, but it's still safe. Like climb the tree, but don't fall off and make it home for dinner.
Right. Okay.
You know, um, the sort of those imaginary worlds with like fairies and magic that kids have. And I was thinking about how all around me, my friends seem to be kind of growing up and accepting this mantle of very adult responsibility. And I was living in this loft in Bushwick, preparing to give up my lease, go travel around Europe with some open mics and hostels and a guitar. And like, just exactly, I felt like this real cognitive dissonance. So it was definitely coming from that place. And then when I was in London, actually, like 6 months later, there's this songwriting book club that I'm part of called Bushwick Book Club. And we were doing, the idea is that we all read a book and then write songs about it. And I'm always looking for ways to give myself deadlines and like communities around that. And they were doing their first London show, and the book was called Pretty Little Liar by this woman named Juliet, who is lovely. She's a novelist and actually a songwriter as well, and an incredible lady. And there was this line in the book, like, follow the river, the character was saying about something that her dad had said. And I was like, that is such a good line, follow the river. Yeah, follow the river, my father said. And I just sort of lifted that for the chorus, and it tied the whole thing together. But it was so funny because the whole song was written. It just needed like that
piece.
That chorus.
Right.
Yeah.
They say some songs write themselves. It's possible, right?
I've never met a song that wrote itself. Maybe some people do. I mean, that's incredible. Power to them.
IBM has a artificial intelligence algorithm that writes songs. So I guess maybe that's as good. Maybe that's as close as it's going to get.
I don't trust those things. I don't like them.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
seems
know.
like the last thing that we need is computers writing songs. But I guess someone thinks that's important.
Right. I mean, it would be kind of interesting, I guess, to do like an A/B and see if people could even tell the difference. But
I guess certain kinds of music they can reduce it down to the beats and whatever, and all the words are the same somehow. You could just write all of the words, and eventually someone will like them.
Yeah, it's like the monkeys typing Shakespeare, right?
Exactly. I don't believe that.
Yeah. I don't either. I don't either. Although one of the things that my family's gotten into this quarantine is chess, partially inspired by Queen's Gambit.
Oh, okay,
like
that's
everybody
good.
else. Yeah. And sometimes when my dad and I are trying to play each other, it really just feels like it's monkeys moving the pieces.
There have been a lot of good chess things. I saw one yesterday that really entertained me. I don't know why. I'm entertained by very random things now. It's a picture of the Queen of England, and she's standing on this floor that has black and white tiles on it, and she's standing next to the bishop, and the caption says, "The Queen can move in any square."
That is funny. That might be a sign that you've been in England too long.
It is, yeah. But I like it here, so I'm not leaving.
I like it there.
I don't know where else to go. So okay.
Yeah.
So more songs?
Yeah, more songs. How many more you want? Roughly
As you
for
like.
me.
Yeah, you got.
Okay, cool.
You said you're gonna finish on the piano, so maybe one more guitar, one more piano, something like this.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So relaxed tonight. We're relaxed, hanging out.
It's very,
pretending there's
very
snow
chill
around
over
me.
here.
Yeah.
It looks like there's snow in your picture, actually. It really does.
Nah, it's just rain. Just gray rain.
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and play the one on the piano, and I'll come back on guitar because
Okay.
capos are. No one wants to watch me tune on a capo.
I will have another sip of my beer. That's
Oh,
my
incredible!
contribution to your getting set up.
Oh, that is one thing I really miss about England. The pints. They don't make pints like that over here. Not even.
Yeah, it's
slightly.
totally different. Totally different.
Yeah. Totally
Occasionally, somebody brings an entire pub to the U.S. someplace. They just lift the whole pub out of the ground, bring everything to the U.S., but then it's still not the same.
It's still not the same. It's like it's on foreign soil. The vibe is weird.
Just doesn't work because the
No.
culture is so different. I mean, people view their local pub as some kind of right. In the U.S., it's just another place.
What? I mean, the local pub. I regret that I didn't get like enough time in pubs in England.
Yeah, I think
I
everyone's
think
feeling
that's
that way,
what
Juliet.
Really, my apartment or my flat was a poor substitute for the local pub in lockdown number 1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pubs are great ever since they got rid of
Alright.
smoking. So I'm happy to go to the pub now. I used to hate going to the pub.
Oh yeah. Well, it's really hard to not be a smoker in England. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so what song you got for us now?
Okay, cool. So this is you asked what I missed about England and London specifically, and one of the biggest things I miss about London is this night that my friend Gabriel Marino used to host at the Empire Bar called Poetry Mondays, and it is incredible. It's just like every week we used to go, everyone would get a little bit too drunk and play new songs, workshop poets, songwriters. So fun, and just some incredible people who would go. And recently he's moved it online, which is great. So I
Okay.
get to see my friends.
Perfect.
But the theme for yesterday's was called The Outsider, and it got me thinking about being in outsider places. So I wrote the song, so it's brand new, and I played it for the first time yesterday, but I'm gonna be brave and play it for you guys now too, because
That's
I
the
like
spirit.
it.
That's the spirit.
Thank you. It's lockdown, you know? What are you
Go
gonna
for it.
do?
Go for it.
Cool. So it doesn't have a name yet. Sound off in the comments if you can think of a good name.
Okay. A challenge for everyone listening out there. Name this song. Name that tune.
The day I left my life behind, we threw a party. Goodbye to the sleepless nights we kept, and every stranger that we knew, and we knew plenty, came on by to pay their last respects. Then I flew over the ocean, all at 23, bought a one-way ticket on the credit of my dreams. Now I'm looking through the window pane. Inside, everybody looks so strange, standing on the corner, lost in limbo. I miss my curtains in the window. All at once a gaggle poured out laughing, drunk and asking me if I can play. They called me brave and I said thank you, thinking that to them that must be praise. I blink and then they've gone again. I stand pants down, guitar in hand, singing to the old street lamp. He smiles as if he understands, and I, looking at the window pane. Inside, everybody looks so strange, standing in the corner, lost in limbo. I miss my curtains in the window, looking through the window pane. Inside, everybody looks so strange, standing on the corner, lost in limbo. I miss my curtains in the window. Just last month I came back to the city, looking for a pair friendly eyes. All the strangers that I knew back then were busy. All my friends had gone about their lives, and I'm looking through the window pane. Inside, everybody looks so strange, standing on the corner, lost in limbo. They kept my curtains in the window.
Yeah, great song.
Yeah, it's so new. I'm still figuring out how to play it.
That's good. I mean, the lyrics are so great. I mean, you're really, a poet. You write really beautiful poem-like songs that are so interesting to follow them all the way through.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
You have no idea to give that song a title? It must be some title.
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about like maybe curtains in the window.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Um,
Lost in limbo, maybe? 'Cause
yeah.
that's a nice phrase.
Lost in Limbo is really good. Oh my gosh! Oh, I'm just seeing the comments. Oh, I've got some good friends in there saying hi.
There you
Hey
go.
Omar, hey Adam, hey Evan, hey Elise. Good people. Yeah, Lost in Limbo, curtains. Lost in Limbo. That's a good. I don't want to give
Alliteration's
the thing away
always
too
good.
much. Yeah,
with Ls.
true. L, lost, lost in limbo. La la la. I don't know.
Hey, Logan, how you doing out there? You're up next. Juliet's got
really
one more
good.
song. Yeah, good.
I must say I loved all her songs, but this last one is absolutely amazing. I loved it.
Thank you so much. Ah,
I agree.
And you know a
means
really
such-
funny thing? My mom is also a visual artist and she shot one of my music videos as well.
Oh, wow.
no way.
Yeah.
I knew I liked
It's crazy, yeah. My mom is saying hi. She's saying hi. She really enjoyed the music.
Oh, thank you, Logan's mom. Oh man, I'm so excited to hear your set as well.
Yeah, cool. I'm excited too.
Cool.
Okay, back
Talk
on the
amongst yourselves
guitar.
for a second.
Take your time.
Oh gosh. Capos, man.
Logan, you're quite the collection of guitars there. You're going to play all those guitars for us tonight?
Two of them. Yeah, I'm gonna play Rita and Anastasia.
Oh, nice. What's the third one called?
Yeah. Aurora. It's
Beautiful
called
guitars. Wow.
Aurora. I
are
love
gorgeous.
guitars. I have a thing with guitars. It's like women, sometimes we often like have a thing with shoes, but I do have it with shoes and guitars.
Wow.
I
Those are awesome looking
have
guitars.
loads of guitars. Yeah, they're really cool. I have two more right at the back. Yeah, you just like through the years, you just carry on buying guitars, and then suddenly you realize you've got like 12 guitars. And
I think musicians seem to fall
But
in one or two things. So some musicians only ever have one guitar, and it's like you can't pry it out of their hands. They just refuse to play another guitar.
yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know. I like changing sounds, and I don't know, just trying different guitars for me. I think each and every guitar has a very different soul and spirit, and it adds different stuff to the music. So I'm always keen to
Yeah, I think it's cool.
experiment and
That's cool.
just try.
I was reading an
Yeah.
article today, doing some research about something, and it was an article about Joe Strummer from The Clash, his guitar. And this guitar apparently had some incredible quality to it, and they loved the way it sounded. And so they were always trying to get a backup guitar in case it broke or it got stolen or whatever could happen to a guitar. And he never ever liked another guitar. And no one could ever figure out how the hell he made it. Like it was he was involved with it and he changed it around and it was like this incredible guitar and then I think it disappeared or something. I mean, they had a second, like a backup guitar that they brought on the tour with them in case they had a problem with their first guitar. And that guitar someone has, but his guitar, I think the story was no one ever knew what happened to it.
Wow, that's a great
Mystically
story.
Went off into the sky with him or something. I don't know.
Wow. Some things you can't explain. There's always mystery when it comes to music.
Exactly. Adds another dimension to it.
Yeah.
All right, Juliet, you all set?
I am. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for being with me.
No problem.
Cool.
Logan and I can chat for a while, so you can tune the piano if you want.
Thank you so much. It's the biggest hazard of island living, I think, is that the salt water in the air, it doesn't totally agree with the wood in the instruments.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay,
This
last
one's
song.
for
What do you
Omar.
got? What do you got? For Omar. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Omar. That's for everyone who's listening, but especially for Omar because he has been an incredible supporter for a really long time, and I
He
appreciate it.
is a great guy, Omar. He's a very supportive guy, and he's helped us a lot as well. So I know the feeling. I
See
can't
that,
sing,
Omar?
but
You
I could
got
sing.
fans all over the
I could
world.
sing a song, Omar. I'd sing a song, but it wouldn't sound that good.
It's called Carry On. Wait till you guys are here. Cool. I'll take these off again. Yeah. When you're feeling low, no one to be, nowhere to go, you've got to carry on. Carry on brushing your teeth. Carry on being where you said you'd be. One thing you can do is carry on. When the world feels all above you, and the sky's tumbling down, oh, let the love in, you'll find it all around. Carry on, carry on. When the world feels bleak, when our leaders hate the weak, we've got to carry on. Carry on speaking the truth. Carry on trying on each other's shoes. One thing we can do is carry on. When the world feels all above you, and the sky's tumbling down, oh, let the love in, you'll find it all around. Carry on, carry on, carry on, Carry on. Carry on making your bed. Carry on learning how to be a good friend. Carry on listening deep. Carry on. Carry on showing up. Carry on learning to come back to love. Carry on being here. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Okay. Wow, with all three of you clapping at once, that actually sounded like an audience.
A lot of people out there on the internet who would clap, but you can't hear them. They're too far away.
I know.
They can send claps. You can clap on your keyboards or something. Send clapping. It's a great song. I would love that song.
Thank you so much. Thanks. It's,
Really
it's
beautiful.
certainly timely these days. Just carry on.
Carry on. Carry on. Yeah, there are a lot of good lines in there about politicians, which I don't want to get into tonight because I feel like we can take a break from talking about politics for at least U.S. politics for at least a few weeks.
I'm so relieved that we're back to sort of like that there's not a lunatic in charge, you know?
Yeah,
It's really low bar going on.
the low bar is really low, and I'm sure
Yeah,
given
really
the way
low.
politicians operate, they're just going to creep over it. So
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to hear you guys, Logan and Holly.
thanks for a great set as always.
Thank you,
Juliet. So,
Maria.
yeah,
That was beautiful.
I can encourage you. Well, it's a bit early to have a glass of beer with me, but you can have some glass of wine or something. Dig out of
Yeah,
must
I
be a
like
wine
that.
cellar.
There's a
in you.
different time.
Yeah.
There's a different time
Time
for
difference,
wine than
right?
for
If you were in
beer.
London, it would be time to have a drink. So I think that
That's
makes it
true.
reasonable.
You know, as my grandfather likes to say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. That's the spirit. Great set. Nice to catch up with you. And yeah, so what's on the horizon? So any more videos coming out? Any more songs to release? What's your schedule short term?
Yeah, I've got so Carry On and Follow the River were the first 2 tracks of a 5-track EP called Make Believe that I'm putting out in a couple months.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's the shoot for Make Believe got a little bit delayed because of COVID, so hopefully that happens soon. And then the other sort of big thing is I've just been basically in my room making demos on Logic, so that's
Right.
just sort of continuing to happen. Although I don't know if that's newsworthy.
It is what it is. My
Yeah, it is what
refrain
it
for
is.
tonight.
Is what it is. It sounds like I think Holly's already got the market cornered on that one for a song.
she's made 5 songs out of it already while we were doing this in the last half an hour.
Yeah, cool. If anyone's listening and wants to, I'll stick my Instagram handle in the chat, and if I come
Yeah,
up with
please,
things that I'm doing.
as always, as you mentioned earlier, please follow, like, love, subscribe, whatever button you can hit that is associated with these great musicians. It makes a big difference, and even if you can share it out to your friends, that's even more amazing. So yeah, all those little clicks help. Feed the algorithm. There's some algorithm out there that's eating all this stuff and deciding who gets pushed out and who doesn't. So it helps. Okay, well, Juliet, thank you so much. Kick back, relax a
Thank
little
you.
bit. Got a little more music in store for you.
I'll get a beer, don't tell anyone.
There you go. That's the spirit. Okay, Logan.
Hey, it was such an amazing set. I loved it.
It's great, isn't it? It's really great. And very different from you.
Really, really
Which
cool.
is what's so amazing about music is you guys all bring something different
Yeah.
to it. So different directions, different ideas, different inspirations.
I love listening to romantic stuff, and with Juliet, I could feel that it was very romantic, very heartfelt, and the melodies were beautiful. So it was a huge pleasure for me to listen to her music, and I'm looking forward to Holly's as well. So yeah, it's really cool. Thanks so much for inviting me to be part of this.
Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about your music. So how did you get started? How'd you get on the road to music? Those beautiful guitar collection.
Yeah, right. I think it started for me when I was like 6 years old, and my parents put me in the church choir. And I remember I used to love the rehearsals and the performances, and for me, it was so much fun. And I remember, my first concert with a choir, and I was just such an adrenaline, and it was just so cool for me to be part of that and to share the stage with the other kids, and it was great. And I remember, I think
As
that
a kid,
was when
did you have a
fell in
powerful
love
voice
with
even
music.
as a kid? Did they have you like in the backs because you were so your voice is so strong it wiped everyone else out, or they had you up in front? Which part of the choir were you standing in?
I don't know. I was a small kid, so I remember being in the front
Okay.
a lot. Yeah, I think my voice it was very different when I was little. It was a
Right, of course.
very high voice,
Little angel. Little
and
angel.
yeah, so yeah, I don't know, but I had so much fun, and my parents have like small videos, and it was just so much fun. It was really beautiful, and
And you grew up in
I don't
Lisbon,
know.
so
I think
Lisbon's been home. That's where you started out.
so. I was born in Lisbon, but I was raised in the in a small town called Ericeira, which is a beautiful world surfing reserve. It's such a beautiful town, and it's just it's not very far away from Lisbon. It's like just 20 miles away
Okay.
from Lisbon. So I was raised in the countryside. So I really enjoyed Juliet's small country girl,
Yeah, small
or
town
something
girl. Yeah,
like that. The
that's
song.
good. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I was seeing myself in those lyrics. Yeah, I think for me, it's nice to be close to the city, but still, enjoy the nature and the trees and surf. I used to surf every morning when I was
Oh,
living
wow.
in Portugal, and when I moved to London, I kind of started missing that freedom. But yeah, it's like when you have a dream, you have to make some sacrifices, and
Yeah,
that's
of
what I've
course.
been doing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a clip we can play from your Camden video, which I'm just gonna find it here. Actually, I found a couple of clips.
Nice.
We talk about them in a minute because I found a couple different things we can talk about. Let's play these.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna perform Cry Cry Cry. It's actually my second song.
Okay, this is just a little taster. This is just more for the visual effect. So
Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Your voice in my soul, singing sweet sounds of love. There is a place you gotta go. Well, I cried so many tears. This time I know this pain is fucking real. I tried so many times, but I never fought this hard before. Oh, is there something wrong with me? I don't know, cause I just cry. I told the moon I would stop believing. I told the sun to drop down the lights. I tell you now, please don't fight this feeling, cause it's alright, we all need to cry. Yes, it's alright, we all need to cry. Yes, it's alright, we all need to cry. Depend my bones, this crippin' goes. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. was hard to follow.
Yeah, those are all great clips. So that
Thank
guitar
you
you're
so
playing in the
much.
first clip, what's the story with that thing? That's a crazy looking guitar.
Yeah, I miss my oil can guitar. So yeah, so this past year with the lockdown and the all the crazy things that happened, and we lost all our gigs, and I was just staying home like everybody else, and I just started like writing more songs, and I started working on my social media as well. I started doing live streams, and it was really crazy because before the lockdown, before like in February, I had like 500 fans on my Facebook page, and now I have like 11,000. So things have I really dedicated myself like 200% to to the growth of my artistic I don't know, career.
Yeah, you're
Let's
following the
call it
fans, you're
that.
engaging with your fans, yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah. So I was like I wanted to. It was my birthday in November, and I wanted to get myself like a different guitar. And I was just looking and looking, and then I just came across this video on YouTube from Bohemian Guitars, and there was like this guy playing this oil can guitar, and it just sounded so cool. And I was like, what is this with this guitar? And I just went on their website, and I was just like checking their guitars, and I ended up sending them an email like saying, hey guys, I really love your stuff, and it would be so great if we could collaborate. It's my birthday next month, and da 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 da. And basically they just got back to me and they said, yeah, we'll send you a guitar. Yeah, no worries. We really like your music. And so I got my first endorsement from Bohemian Guitar.
All right.
So they gave me that guitar, and it sounds really, really incredible. I really love that guitar. It's really, really
cool.
different.
It's cool. It's really
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Did you give that one a name also?
Not yet, actually.
Okay.
I need some suggestions for that guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking suggestions now. Send me your suggestions for my
There
guitar.
we go. We're naming things tonight.
Yeah, indeed. Songs, guitars.
Perfect. Okay. Well, maybe I know you've been sitting there patiently. Maybe you're ready to play a little bit, and we can talk some more.
Yeah, let's do that. So this was my third guitar, and it's Takamine. It's really cool, and I'm gonna play Fire and Rain. It's a song from my debut EP, and it's a really romantic track. Your love is a fire. Your love is a fire. Your love is a fire. Your love is a. Why you take my body out? My mind is far, far away. You hold my hand in the crowd. It's your lucky day. I'll let you kiss me. Your lips are moving, but I do not listen. I stay open while we're kissing. Yeah, your love is a fire. Love is a fire, but my heart is rain, 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 rain. Oh, how can I fall? Can I fall in love with someone so cold? I would rather sleep alone. To the end of my days, I'm sorry for being so straight, but you're such a boring day. Your love is a fire.
rain, 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 rain. Blaze a fire, blaze a fire for my heart. You ain't a sun, you ain't a cloud in the sky, you ain't no music, and your voice seems too loud. I don't like it sound. Your love is a fire, love is a fire from my heart. It's rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain. Rain, rain, rain.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great track.
Thanks,
Wow.
guys. Fire and Rain. It's on Spotify. Go and check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Your voice, man. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Top voice.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I never know how to respond to compliments. I always feel really awkward. I don't know if this happens to you, but it's just, yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks.
So I'm just looking at some of the comments here. So I agree with my friend John Atkinson that we suggest you call the guitar Camden because it sounds amazing and it's black. So
That's a great idea. But you mean my oil can guitar?
oh right, that one's not black. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can just call it Camden anyway.
It's white.
different.
This one is
This one is-
Anastasia.
Anastasia. Okay.
This is Anastasia.
Nice.
There's a couple of drawings.
Oh, we got the few cats there.
Anyways, I like Camden. Maybe I'll call her Camden. Definitely. That's a really good idea. I like it.
Okay.
Anything but coronavirus
Yeah, that's a name I think we don't want to hear too much more.
or COVID
Yeah.
or a lockdown.
Yeah. Pandemic. There's a whole bunch of words we don't want to hear anymore.
Maybe I'll call her Amy
Okay.
in memory of Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, we miss her a lot. I've actually
Yeah,
been following on
yeah.
some guy somewhere has found all of these Amy Winehouse photographs and he posts them, I don't know, every few days. I mean, there's just like endless pictures of her. She was just amazing. Amazing, this woman.
That's so cool. I need to go and check him out. Put in the his profile or his Instagram.
Yeah, I'll
on
drop
the-
you. I'll link you somehow.
So you can go and check it out. Yeah. I mean, when I went to the market and I saw the statue for the first time, I was just really disappointed.
Yeah, I don't really
Sorry
like
to
it.
say.
I don't like it at all. I think it makes her look too small
Because-
and sad and stuff. It's
She wasn't that small, was she? I never met her in person, right? But yeah,
she was
I
petite.
don't think that.
She was petite, but that's not what you remembered about her. You know, it wasn't the attribute to
No.
amplify.
She needed a bigger statue. Here's
Yeah.
my plea to any other artists who want to create a different statue. We should create a movement to
To melt
find
that one down and make something new out of it, all that metal.
make another one. She deserved better.
I totally agree. But people are always around there taking pictures, and I'm like, no, that's not really good
Yeah,
enough.
I agree with you. Yeah, she's a reference for me. And I remember listening to Amy for the first time and I was like, what is this? This young lady, just singing this way and, with fantastic songs. And she was so imponent on stage. And I was just like, whoa, this is so cool. So yeah, Amy Winehouse is definitely part of my references, and yeah, truly love her. She's brilliant. She was brilliant. Yeah. So yeah, this next song is called "Cry, Cry, Cry," and I released this song last year, and I shot the music video just a year ago in January. I mean, no, we're in February now, but yeah, we went to the canal in Camden, and yeah, I was working with a big team, all my band, and two amazing like the director William Thomas from Greedy Company and Felix Lensman, working all the cameras, and
Wow.
and it was such a great concept because we didn't have permission to film in Camden because you have to pay a lot of money. But we actually, I phoned the council, and the lady there she was so sweet. She was like, "But you want to do it do it on a boat, right?" So she was like, "If you're on a boat and if it's a private boat, then you can do it." So we just
Okay,
went on
found
the
a loophole.
boat.
Perfect.
Yeah, so we just went. Do you know the Music Boat in Camden?
No, I don't know this one.
It's that boat that always has a musician on when they're doing like the touristic
Okay,
kind
okay.
of like tours up and down the river. And we just hired a boat for a day, and we just did a music video. And it was so cold. Everyone was freezing,
Yeah, you
but it
guys
was
looked
such a
all
great
bundled up there.
atmosphere. Yeah, it was such a great atmosphere. I had so
Right.
much fun doing this video. It's really cool. I really had fun. So yeah, you already played it here, so thank you for
That was a little
that.
taster. That was good. A little scenic overview.
Yeah, and it's a really sad song. "Cry, Cry, Cry" is about the all the struggle that a musician goes through when a musician has a dream. And I remember when I wrote this song, I was really depressed, and I was thinking about quitting in so many ways. And yeah, I wrote the song in a very bad day. But then, the rhythm and the groove of the guitars, it's a very like gypsy, jazzy kind of flow. And it kind of contrasts a little with the lyrics. So I'm really happy with the song. I think it has potential. So here we go.
Okay.
Well, I cried so many tears. It's down under, this pain is fucking real. And I tried so many times, but I never fought this hard before. Is there something wrong with me? I don't know, cause I just cried. I told them I would stop believing. I told her son to drop down the lights. I tell you now, please don't fight this feeling, cause it's alright, we all need to cry. Yes, it's alright, we all need to cry. Yes, it's alright, we all need to cry. Well, I tried and now I know, can't live without music in my heart. Cause it's something I made up, and if there's no music, I will let go my soul. He's there, any hope for me? I don't know. He's there, any hope for me? No, I don't know. I gotta try. I told him I would stop believing. I told her son to drop down the lights. I tell you now, please don't fight this feeling, cause it's alright, we all need to cry. Yes, it's alright, we all need to cry. Yes, it's alright, we all need to cry. Now he's there, any hope for me? I don't know. I'm asking, is there any hope for me? I don't know. Is there any hope for me? I don't know. I gotta try. tell you now, please don't fight this feeling, 'cause it's alright, we all need to cry, but it's alright, we all need to cry, but it's alright, we all need to cry, but it's alright, do-do-do-do, but it's alright, do-do-do-do, but it's alright, we all need to cry. Thank you so much. I love this applause. Thank you.
So Juliet and Holly were ready to
Thanks.
start dancing there. So for a sad song, it's very upbeat.
It is because, you know, in life, thank you. You know, in life you have to, I think in my vision, I think you have to have this posture, which is when things are really tough, that's when you need to, you know, get up and dance. That's when you need to smile, because otherwise you just sink down and that's not good. So
Right.
so I think music for me is this sort of platform that keeps me up level, keeps me, you know, sane, I think.
That's cool. What music were you listening to? 'Cause in Portugal, for all of our watchers out there in Portugal, they actually don't speak English. They speak a whole nother language. So when you first started singing English songs, which songs did you get?
Yeah, I think the moment my parents gave me my first guitar when I was 17, I immediately because I kind of like I grew up listening to Motown, soul, jazz, like Bessie Smith, Billie Holiday, Ray Charles, Memphis Minnie, Mississippi Blues, and then Nat King Cole. And then my dad, he loves like rock and roll, and I also grew up listening to the Rolling Stones, the Who, the Beatles, and yeah. So I didn't kind of like I didn't grow up listening to a lot of Portuguese music, although my parents used to listen to fado,
Right.
and fado is the Portuguese traditional kind of like folk music, and it's kind of like very dark and very sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to Portugal and if any of you been to Lisbon, but if you go to Lisbon, you can just walk through the city, and then in there's this location in the city which is called Bairro Alto, and that's where you can just like go to all these small venues and they do fado music. And then how it works is just like you go to this venue and you just sit down, and everything is like lit like candlelight, and there's no microphones, there's no speakers, and everything is really acoustic. And there's this fado singer, and he or she will be wearing just only black, and there's like these two guitarists, and it's almost like a religious experience. It's really like
cool.
dark and sad, and everyone is really silent, and it's really beautiful and romantic. So yeah, I recommend definitely if you get the chance after this pandemic is done, if you get to visit Portugal,
definitely go to Lisbon
it's
and
really
listen to this.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, so I think I have all these, you know,
a lot of different
influences that
influences,
made me the musician I am today. But definitely answering your question, the first songs I kind of like started like learning on the guitar. It was like, I remember it was Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. That was the first song I learned. So it's such a beautiful song. And Santana and Ray Charles as well. So yeah, those were the songs.
Wow. You play wonderfully, so that's great. That's great.
Thank you. I think I'm an okay guitarist. I'm trying to learn the scales so I can kind of start soloing, but you know, still learning.
Okay. A lifelong journey, I think.
Yeah, definitely. There's always room for improving in life in all areas, I think.
Cool. Okay. We're ready for more. What more songs got?
Right. Okay. So now let me introduce you Rita, and Rita is my mother's name, and she's very special to me. And without her, I wouldn't be a musician at all, because I studied economics in Lisbon, and then I got like a job in a bank, and I was like, that was when I really found myself very creatively restricted, and I was really unhappy and sad. And my mom, she helped me. She was like, no, come and live with me, and I'll help you, I'll feed you, and just, you know, music, because that's what makes you happy. And she was this one person who always believed in me, and without my mom, I wouldn't be a musician at all. So yeah. So, and you know, funny enough, this next song is called "My Faith Is Hard to Follow." And I really found it very interesting when Juliet, she was saying that her mom is a visual artist, and she helped her with her music video. And that's my mom, because she's a visual artist, and she helped me with my music video of this next song, "My Faith Is Hard to Follow," which is on YouTube. And we did it last summer. I came back home, and we just went to this beautiful beach here in Portugal, and she was just like filming everything with my iPhone. And yeah, we had such a great time. I think moms are the best. They really are. So yeah. Down the steps, way down I go, in embrace of my barefoot soul. Down I go where the river goes. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. Pain cuts deep, my pace is slow. Got my feet on a darkest road. Pin my bones as creeping goes. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. Pay the price for the wincing soul. If I don't make it home till the sun goes low, freedom white, don't let her fly above. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. At least I tried. One day I'll know what went on deep down below. Heart is strong, so that you know. My faith is hard to follow. hard to follow. My faith is hard to follow. To follow. To follow. My faith is hard to follow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
So we
Your songs are great. They're like these feel-good bluesy
know,
bops. I'm like so into it.
No.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Thanks.
It's a really good groove too, darling. Really, I was just loving the smooth groove of it. Very.
Oh, thank
seems
you
like
so
it
much.
comes very naturally.
Very
It just
cool.
seems like really comes from like some deep part of your personality. It's like it's some expression of something inside you somehow.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet of you guys. I don't know about you, but as a musician, like we struggle sometimes with like live performing because I think all musicians, we're kind of shy, especially when you're like playing your own songs and they mean so much to you and they actually tell parts of your life. And yeah, for me, it kind of, I struggle a bit and I feel really nervous sometimes. And it's just so great to, just be part of a live stream and, get to listen to other musicians and be inspired by them. And so thank you so much. I don't know what to say. Thanks.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about your life in London. So what was life in London like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I love London. I remember like I went to London so many times with my parents and my sisters, and we just went as tourists, and it was just like such a great experience for me. And I remember the first time I went to London, I was just like in love with everything, and I felt like this is such a romantic and beautiful city. And yeah, I didn't mind the rain so much, and I was just like, oh, it's so beautiful, and the river and everything and music, and there's musicians everywhere. It's just like I love the venues and the pubs and people. The way they experience music is very, I don't know, it's very unique. So yeah, so I was like, oh, I would love to live here. And then I kind of like, I gathered courage and I just moved. And I love London and I miss London every day. There's not one day that I, go without thinking about
How long
the
are you
city.
actually living in
So-
London for?
So it's 4 years, almost 5 years, like 4 years and a half now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I really love it.
And which
Really, really
places have
cool.
you had a chance to play in, which perform in?
In London?
Yeah.
Yeah. So so I've been to Camden a lot. I played inside the market in this really cool coffee shop called Penfield. I don't know if you've been to. It's
I don't
really
think I-
pretty cool.
Okay.
And I played in the there's an open mic in the Elephant's Head. I used to love that open mic. Such a great
yeah,
great
yeah.
vibe.
Oh, very
And,
steamy. The window's
I-
always very steamy in that place.
I just love that venue. It's just like so cool. You can see like people from like all over, and they all look so different, and everyone's just having such a great time. I really love that venue. It has something like I don't know. It's really unique. And I used to busk, so I used to busk everywhere, like central London,
Okay.
Oxford Street, Tottenham Court Road, Camden, Kentish Town, Oxton, Old Street. So yeah, I played in Soho. From the top of my head now, I think it was like more like Camden and Soho. And so I'm looking forward to, and Shoreditch as well. I used to have a residency before the lockdown in this beautiful venue called The Bridge in Shoreditch, and it's just such a great venue. It looks like you're in Tennessee, and like I mean, the decoration is great.
Okay.
The acoustics are brilliant. It's such a great venue. So I was playing there every Thursday before the lockdown. So that was really cool. You guys need to come along. You need to
Yeah,
come
of
to the
course,
gig whenever.
Of course. And second,
Yeah,
we're all
that would
coming.
be really cool. Yeah. All right. Is this the last song now?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. So as it's the last song, I would love to play my new original song, which I released on Christmas Day. It's called "Sweet Songs of Love," and it's basically a love letter to someone very dear. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. There is a place I wanna go. With you, my love, I wanna go. Locked inside your warm embrace, I know. Don't leave me, my love. Please don't leave me, my love. But you gotta see the world, so we gotta make this work. I'll be waiting at my door. Is the radio still playing all those Irish songs? Dreams of love. Is your chest so old? Your voice in my soul, singing sweet songs of love. There is a place you gotta go. Within your eyes I see the truth. Pray for Christmas to come soon. Oh, please don't leave me, my love. Oh, please don't leave me, my love. Remember that night we went out, now you brought your friends along, and I sang you that sweet song. Is the radio still playing all those Irish songs? Dreams of love. Is your chance so old? Your voice in my soul, sing sweet sounds of love. Is the radio still playing all those Irish songs? Dreams of love. Is your chance so old? Your voice in my soul, singing sweet songs of love. Singing sweet songs of love. Singing sweet songs of love. There is a place you gotta go. There is a place I gotta go. There is a place I wanna go. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. Great set. Really enjoyed that.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure. It's our pleasure.
Thanks
of course.
so much.
Keeping the live
I wish
thing
you
going.
all the best. I wish you all the best, and I hope we can see each other at a gig sometime very, very soon. And
That would be amazing.
yeah, thanks so
That
much
would
for
be
having
amazing.
me. It's been so much fun.
Got to get you guys all back to London. Juliet also.
Yes, please. I want to go back.
Come back. Come back. We miss you guys. Okay, well, awesome set, Logan Parker. Please, everyone out there in the internet, go click a few buttons, show some support, drop a few comments. Great set, and yeah, look forward to hearing more music from you. Anything new coming out? What's on the horizon?
Yes, I have a new song coming out next month. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm working on the music video as we speak. I'm just rendering some footage right now, and really excited. So I can't wait to share this new song with everyone.
Amazing. Okay, we all look forward to
Yeah.
that. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Really enjoyed that set. Okay, Holly,
Thanks for
your
having me.
patience is being rewarded now. And thank you for sitting so calmly down there. I know how hard that is to.
I didn't need any patience. That was beautiful.
Yay.
Very inspiring. Very inspiring. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Logan. They're just amazing to hear all those beautiful words and melodies from both of you. As you know, we're always looking for new inspiration, aren't we? Because it can get a bit in the pandemic, especially. It can get a bit dry. Although I am trying very much to listen to many YouTube videos and looking always for inspiration. This is my inspiration. This guy over here standing right here. I've been locked down with him, and we actually have been doing quite a lot of live broadcasts. One on Halloween. This explains the background a bit, and then we did a New Year's Eve thing that tried to make it more sparkly, and because what is life without sparkle? And then Ian and I started doing this funny little duo because we couldn't play with any players. Usually we're out gigging with bands,
so we're stuck with each other.
Yeah, and then we got this weird drum machine over here, and it's a vintage drum machine, isn't it? Ian loves it. I'm not sure about it, but keeps us in time when we're playing.
It's a classic.
What's it called?
It's called a Roland TR-808.
Yeah.
Any DJ would give their right arm for that thing.
Yeah, and it's called Bonzo, and it never makes any mistakes, but it makes us look like we're making mistakes because it doesn't conform to us at all. But it's fun. It keeps my sense of time in time, not really, but yeah. And so Ian plays harmonica and bass. That's not his main instrument, though. His main instrument is saxophone.
Okay.
And then I'm playing this. All the girls love saxophone. I used to introduce him when we did jazz gigs. When he was playing saxophone, I used to introduce him by saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, on saxophone is Mr. Ian Ritchie." Because I think it's very sexy too. I fell in love with his saxophone. I didn't fall in love with him. No, he's too complicated. And so, Logan, I'm so interested in all your guitars because I'm just on one guitar and it's not really even a guitar. It's like
It's a ukulele.
It's a tenor uke. It's a tenor uke that looks like a little Telecaster, doesn't it? It's so cute. And I've been learning
really
how to
cute.
play that. I've been learning how to play that better, and Ian's been beating me with his rhythm stick, and I'm trying my best. So, but it's still new to me, and I'm determined throughout the pandemic. Like you were building you're wonderful. Oh, I'm just so impressed about the 11,000 followers because I haven't been building my, but I've been practicing the guitar.
You've got 11.
I got 11, yeah.
I can't wait to hear it. Go ahead.
So, and then I just got a new amplifier that makes all these different sounds. So I can actually make the guitar sound different with all these sounds, So, but I didn't think I was going to talk about that tonight. But you're such a guitar girl, aren't you? It's so cool. I think I'm going to write a song called Guitar Girl and name all your guitar. Maybe we could co-write it.
We should definitely do that. And I can't wait to hear you. You sound very rock and roll.
We're a bit rock and roll. That's why they put us on last, I think. John, when he heard it, he went, I think they'd go on last.
Yeah.
John, I'm sorry.
The noisy ones.
I'm rambling.
It's okay. It's good. This is part of the show. This is the live spirit here.
Should I do my first song? That this
Let's
is.
hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hear a
Okay.
song.
This song is girls. Is since I've been writing songs since I was 12 years old, which I won't tell you how long ago that was. This is off my newest album called Tree Woman, and it's actually a song about comparing myself to a tree and also dealing with my vintageness, if you know what I mean. Because I've never given up all these years, and I don't want you to either of you, ever. Okay? Okay, and then you'll be singing Tree Woman one of these years. I'll say, I knew this girl once who wrote this song about her vintageness. So, I'm sorry,
Are you ready?
I'm nervous, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we should go.
Yeah. I'm a tree woman now, in the heart of my park. Otherwise, am I thinking in the womb of my heart? And I'm trying to resist, wanting to erase all the lovely branches etched on my face. I'm a walker, worker, tree art, that's no disgrace. I'm a tree woman now. Should we stop? John, we've lost you.
No, we're good. You guys were good.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you guys are good.
You've gone
You guys
off
are
our
good.
screen. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You guys are good. I switched it.
Okay,
to
we'll start on the second verse. Second verse, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I'm a tree. Wait, no, let's start with one. What?
Oh, you're leading us in.
I'm a tree woman now, no more fragile twigs of youth. I got these long, strong limbs you can climb out on to get to the ripest fruit. And the tree doctor's always looking for my rots. The undertaker's eyeing me to plan me to spot. It's too good to have and have not. I'm a tree woman now. I never wanted to be a pretty little magazine, paper cutie. Oh, I've always had the same fantasy to be a willing wacky. Oh God, I could agree. I'm a tree woman now. When you're smooth and being bored, I'm gonna shade you from life's heat and shelter you from love's storm. I'm not hanging on my hat, lining my boots, and when I lose my leaves, I still got my roots. I'm a walking worker tree art, that's the barking truth. I'm a tree woman now. Yeah. fantasy. No, I've always had the same fantasy to be a weird and wacky avant-garde documentary. I'm a true woman now. When you're smooth and get bored, I'm gonna shade you from a life seat and shelter you from a love storm. I'm not a hanging on my hat, lying in my boots, and when I lose my leaves, I still got my roots. I'm a walker, worker, treearch, that's the barking truth. I'm a tree woman, tree woman. I am a tree woman now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am a tree woman now. Yeah, I am a tree woman now.
That was a fun song.
Thank you very much. Okay.
I like that lyric there. When I lose my leaves, I still have my roots. That's great.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Really, really good.
Thank you. That threw me off because
I love it.
we thought it'd stop. We do
Yeah,
have technical problems.
No, it was a kind of weird advert that cropped up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But anyway, it's,
All
it's
right.
fine
So
now. What are we doing next?
we're doing. Is it okay if we just
Yeah,
do
keep
this
going,
one?
keep rolling. Yeah.
Okay. So this one was written up in Scotland, girls, and it was I was walking around and nature was really, really, really moving me. And I have this thing, and I'm sure you two both have it. It's like I'm my worst enemy. You know, I even have a song called Last Enemy, which I'm not going to sing tonight. And Ian's always saying, oh, well, you know, it's really simple, Holly. Just choose happiness or choose unhappiness. And we have constant arguments at the breakfast
No,
table.
I
about
never
that.
say choose unhappiness.
You don't?
No,
That's true, yeah.
you're misrepresenting me.
Sorry. And lately in my life, now that I've become a tree woman, I'm like getting better at liking myself and liking all these things around me, you know? And so this song came out of that. It's called Diggin' It. Never thought I could feel like this in book of love I was hit and miss. Never thought I could feel such bliss with your purple heart and your crystal kiss. Drank from cups of love and lust that never seemed to last. Thirsting for something more, and now my glass is overflowing, and that's in the past, and I'm digging it. Dig, 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 digging it like I never have before. I'm digging it. Dig, 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 digging it deep down to my very core. I'm digging it, digging it. Never thought I could get this far. Love is all and that's what you are, with your secret smile and forgiving eyes. Laughing style makes you blue to wise. Drank from cups, tears and trust, carried down the pain. Thirsting for something more, and now my glass is is overflowing in the pouring rain, and I'm digging it. Dig, dig, dig. Digging it like I never have before. I'm digging it. Dig, dig, dig. Digging it deep down to my very core. Digging it. Digging it. Digging it. Digging it. Drank from cups of loveless that never seemed to last. Just to find so much more. Now my glass is overflowing, and that's in the past. Yeah, 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 and I'm digging it. Dig, dig, dig. Digging it like I never have before. I'm digging it. Dig, dig, dig. Digging it deep down to my very core. I'm digging it. Dig, dig, dig. Digging it like I never have before. I'm digging it. Dig, dig, dig. Digging it deep down to my very core. Digging it. Digging it. Digging it. Digging it.
Yeah.
This is very weird.
See, just like being in the stadium.
It's like,
Exactly.
it is very weird, but quite surreal. I'm like, oh.
Logan, were you watching along too? I was having like a dance party over here.
I know, it's good, right? Dancing by yourself.
So
This is
Maybe.
this is the pandemic theme song.
Yeah, it's like nobody's watching, and nobody is. Except for
Apparently
tonight.
John is,
Right. I moved. I'm trying to make Juliet homesick here by showing her scenes of Camden. I'm succeeding in
Sweet.
making my cat really crazy.
Sweet.
Get out of there. Get out of there, cat. There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so cute.
He was in the say hello to everyone. Oh no, it's McQueen.
Oh my God,
What's
it's so
his name?
lovely.
Oh.
What's his name?
We call him McQueen.
What's his name?
We named him after
he's
Steve
alive.
McQueen. Yeah, he's alive. He's alive.
It's
I
alive.
thought he was stuffed.
No, I got a
McQueen
kitty.
is so cute.
McQueen, yeah, because he's very cool all the time.
My
He's
kitty's
stylish.
not real. My kitty's a crystal kitty.
Oh, that's very nice though. Sparkly cat.
Sparkly cat. I'm
So,
not trying to have a
Holly,
real
I
cat.
had a few questions for you. So I was looking at your website and a few other things. So I wanted to ask you what the Evil Jazz Cabaret was. I found that very intriguing.
Well, I did my own music, singer-songwriter since I was, 16. And I got 3 record deals, but I never had a hit. So, and then I did this weird performance art show for about 10 years called the Fragile Human Monster Show. That was definitely no commercial potential. So I just performed it all over Europe and America, and I had a residency in Kilburn for a year and a half, doing it every Monday night. It was very strange because it was very strange, avant-garde. Me and this big synthesizer It's this one here, the Kurzweil synthesizer. And then I still wasn't making any money, so Ian said, "Why don't you sing jazz?" So
No, actually, what I did say is, why don't you get a proper job?
got to get a proper job, yeah. So then I started singing jazz just for fun because I was trained to sing jazz, and I got this gig in Camden, at
China Jazz.
China Jazz restaurant. It's not there anymore, but it had a great big grand piano, and me and this pianist, we did a residency there. It was like 2 or 3 times a week we were playing.
Oh, wow.
And that sort of exploded this whole. I put a black wig on to like sort of disguise myself because I was still a singer-songwriter. My heart was as a singer-songwriter. And so all these people came and heard it. And, we got a gig in Egypt because we were, which I took the whole band to. I couldn't do the whole band in Camden at that. And we got a gig in Egypt singing for a big wedding that was 3 days, where we were the band 2 out of the 3 days. It was amazing. Wow. And we all were involved in the wedding party. And it was at the base of the Great Cheops Pyramid, and right next to Cairo, and they took us on all these tours. Oh my God. That just goes to show, if you do a gig in Camden, you never know what's going to happen.
You never know what's next.
Yeah. And then another night we were there, and these and we were shutting down, and this big gang of people came in and said, "Oh, we really want to hear Holly sing because she's so strange." Because I took all my weirdness with me into the jazz world, and it was a party with George Michael, and he'd heard about, and so he wanted to hear me sing, and so we had to open back up, let them in, feed them, and perform for them, so, and I got him to sing Killing Me Softly with me, and I sat on his lap and everything. So while we were singing it kind of like a duo, and it was like that in that particular gig, just constant, so, but then there was a gay venue in Camden called the Black Cat. They came, and then they started hiring me, and all of a sudden, I was playing all over Soho. I was playing all the gay venues with a live band, and it was extraordinary kind of decade of my life doing. But then I started missing doing the singer-songwriter thing. So I do both now a little bit, but mostly I my last gig as who I am, singer-songwriter, was at the 100 Club. It was on March 8th, and then March 9th, the whole pandemic started. And that was my album launch party, that...
Bad timing.
And it was bad timing, yeah. It was very sad, because the gig was incredible. It was sold out, and we were all so high from it.
I saw also that you had the chance to play for Prince Charles and Lady Diana.
Well, that was in the jazz days. That was the jazz... cabaret days, yeah, and we were hired at Elstree Studios, and they came to open it up, and that I ended up singing for a lot of people like that, Fergie and Prince,
Andrew.
Prince Albert.
Prince Albert.
Yeah, he was kind of weird. Yeah, no, I sang for a lot of people. That's my accidental career, I call it. But, and I'm very proud of it. And I had loads of fun. Oh, my God.
Fun never stopped. You're originally from San Francisco, so you're...
Yeah, I am. Well. I'm a hippie chick from San Francisco. Born and bred, and will die there probably. But I love London. I can't leave, and this guy's here. So I stick around. I love it, though. I've always loved it. And it's like, well, it's almost as much of a home to me as San Francisco now, because I've lived here almost as much, as long.
Longer, probably.
Yeah.
I'm from New York originally. I feel the same way. So, okay. What do you got for us? You got more music? Let's hear some more songs.
Yeah. Okay. This next one is quite weird, because it's blah, blah. It's really about some of my heroes, you know, in the music scene, and how you want to be them at one point or another. Not exactly them, because I've never wanted to really be anybody else but me, except when I was the evil twin. But no, I have these heroes in my life, and you know, I find inspiration in them, and then I move on. But there's one I've never been able to shake, so I decided to write a song about it.
Right.
It's a bit long. Don't hang tough with me, because it's not that long.
Okay.
Well, it has a weird, strange ending. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry, everybody.
We're getting good with the false starts today.
Nobody cares, do they? It's all very relaxed.
I care.
Yeah, I know.
1, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Don't wanna be Mick Jagger with his great big bad boy lips. And though she casts a spell, don't wanna be Adele with her luscious lungs and her Rubenesque hips. Don't wanna be Ed Sheeran with romantic tales and poetic whips. Don't wanna be Grace Jones with her big cheekbones and her powerful presence and her leather and whips. And I don't wanna be even me. No, I just wanna set my spirit free through all of my loves and heartaches. And I just wanna be Tom Waits. 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 Don't wanna be Liza Minnelli, committing captivating cabaret crimes. And though she cuts to the bone, don't wanna be Nina Simone with a voice sending shivers up and down my spine. Don't wanna be David Bowie, alien bitumen and it's deeply divine. Never get too yah-yah over Lady Gaga, 'cause I've been her before, 'cause I'm ahead of my time. And I don't wanna be even me. No, I just wanna set my spirit free through all of my loves and heartaches. And I just wanna be Tom Waits. Yeah, I just wanna be Tom Waits. Just wanna be Tom Waits. Just wanna be Tom Waits. Well, some of you might be wondering, who the hell is Tom Waits? He's this guy who writes these heartfelt songs that he sings his guts out on. Yeah, he's a real humdinger of an improper singer. Yeah. I bet when his parents first heard him sing, they said, "Tom, honey, you can't sing. You better start thinking about a proper profession." But did he pay attention? No. He just kept howling and growling, moaning and groaning his way right into my heart and many others. He's got a real cult following, and I'm his #1 fan. And I hope this song attracts them into my life, and I'll get an ice and whiskey. And all I'll be able to say, is I just wanna be you, Tom Waits. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Really
I still
good.
think it should be Tom Jones.
Tom Jones. Yeah. Okay.
Love
All right.
Tom.
Such
Well,
a great song. I loved it.
thank you,
When you
dear.
get into that sort of sort of rapping, talking, shouting thing, it felt very Sonic Youth. I was totally here for it.
Yeah, yeah. It's had like a little punk thing going on.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Really, really good.
How many do you want me to just do one more? Or do you want?
As you like. We're relaxed. It's, you know.
Well, can we just do one new song? I want to do my new song,
Which one is this?
Cherry Pie.
We can give it a go.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Guys, just let me tell you that you are the cutest couple I've ever seen. I love you.
You know, Ian's quite famous. I'm quite infamous, but he's very famous. I only bringing it up because you mentioned that your first song was a Pink Floyd song. Was it Us and Them? Did you say? No, Wish You Were Here. Sorry, yeah.
Wish You Were Here. Yeah, that was the one.
Ian plays saxophone with Roger Waters.
That's so cool. He's going to play a little bit of saxophone tonight.
No, but I'll tell you what. Tomorrow night, if you remember Ian Ritchie, tomorrow night he's going to do his live broadcast where that's all he does. It's all instrumental music he's written. And, he plays like 4 instruments, 5 maybe, and 2 of them are saxophones, or 3 maybe.
But
3 saxophones,
I
2 flutes.
I wanted to hear him play saxophone with you, not by himself.
I haven't done that for a
We
while.
don't do that anymore.
Not since you used to do jazz.
Right, since I used to do jazz.
Oh, right.
I think I might be good. I might.
I'm sure you can fit in a little bit of saxophone in there. There's space for it.
Okay, this is really rough. This is like a new song, and we didn't rehearse it for this, but I just feel like doing it. I didn't know it was going to be this relaxed.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, so it's my newest song. Do you think that's the right sound?
If we could be here for some time. If
Yeah,
you're picking
okay, never
sounds.
mind. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Hanging out on the top of the tree, swinging to the rhythm of the rustling leaves. I feel the peace, feel out one with the monkey in me and my meditation, and I know that you and I will be free. I know that you and I will be free. I should be asking where went or why, but all I can think of is my cherry pie. Spider is climbing up my naked leg, while the dark side of life is lurking spooky and vague. And I know that you and I will be free. And I know that you and I will be free. Yeah, I know that you and I will be free. Yeah, I know that you and I will be free. Love, 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 love is taking us down and dragging us around. Love, 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 love is so deep and profound. It's the only game in town. inside the pain. This my hungry little ego, so selfish and vain. I try my best to climb up the 12 steps. Step by step it gets more complex. And I know that you and I will be free. I know that you and I will be free. Yeah, I know that you and I will be free. Yeah, I know that you and I will be free. Love, 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 love is taking us down and spinning us around. Love, 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 love is so deep and profound. It's the only game in town. The only game in town. Shadow and light. If I could live in the moment, just relax, all the opalescent flowers would grow up through the cracks. And I know that you and I will be free. I know that you and I will be free. Yeah, I know that you and I will be free. Yeah, I know that you and I will be free. Oh, I know you and I will be free. It's the only game in town. 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 Yeah. Love is the only game in town. Love is the only game in town. Game in town. Game in town. Oh, he's gonna kill me.
That was great.
I love
right.
it. It was
No,
so good.
All right. Oh dear. Thank you guys, and Ian.
So
Thank
good.
you. Say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I'm going to end on a ballad that Ian doesn't like, so he's not going to play on it.
That's not true.
That's just not true. No, but hold on. Let me just get.
Holly, I had one question for you.
Of course, yes.
So we have a lot of young musicians come on the show, and it's always great to see them. And then many of them, write us nice notes and stuff, and we start to correspond a little bit. And periodically, they'll ask me for advice about what to do to become a musician and stuff. And I'm a music writer. I know nothing, so I say, please, the first piece of advice I can give you is never ask a music journalist for advice. So that's the most important piece of advice. So I thought I could just take a moment here and ask if you had any, I don't know, I don't want to say tips, but maybe thoughts about what you might have done differently if you were going to do your career from the beginning or something.
I think your view of yourself changes from when you first start out in the business, and then you're always listening to all these other people who make it complicated in your head. And the thing to hold on to, if you've got it, the creative spark or the individual creative spark that makes you different from everyone else. You got to hold on to that and still take all these wonderful influences around you, but keep that core thing. And the second thing I would say is, and you have to work hard and practice hard. You can't just pretend to, be a musician. You got to just work all the time. I mean, look at me. I mean, the minute I get nervous, I play like, well, I'm not going to say that, but, I don't play very well because I get nervous because I'm basically a singer more than a musician, much to Ian's chagrin. And I mean, I drive him crazy because he plays with incredible players all the time. But we're doing the best we can in this situation. But I also think the most important thing, my message, is never give up, because you're just going to be bloody if you've really got the thing inside you, which I knew at the age of 12 that I wrote my first song. I knew there was nothing else for me. Now, I realize that does help when you know that, at such an early age. But if it's really inside you, even if you discover it at the age of 37 or something, do it. And because, I mean, the worst thing that can happen in your life is when you die and you thought, I didn't do what I wanted to do, right. So I'd say just never give up if you've got that calling. And don't worry about being famous or any of that shit, because you should be writing music and doing music for the sake of it. And I know so many people think they'll, either they want fame or they want the money that comes along with it. And I understand that. I really, really do, because I suffered about financially, but I still believe that you shouldn't let any of those things, not becoming famous, not having a hit like I didn't. And I just reinvented myself every decade. I've had the most incredible life, and I'm going strong, and I'm planning to get even stronger once I learn how to play the guitar. So if I could give any message that would be it. Don't give up, which is actually one of the lines in the song I'm going to do now on the keyboard.
Oh, perfect segue. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Ian, do you have anything to say?
Well, I also get asked this question a lot. Yeah. But what I tell people, it's amazing to play music, and there's loads of really great amateur musicians out there who do other things to make money and stuff, and that's a fantastic thing. And however, if you want to have a career in music, right, which is a really hard thing to do and requires loads of luck and things, the main thing is you just got to love doing it. Beyond anything else, you've got to love doing it. And if that's the case, then you stand some chance of surviving all the ups and downs that happen inevitably in any kind of career. And so that's what I say.
Yeah, we met actually. I hired Ian to produce my first record when I lived in LA, and I was looking for a record producer, and I came over to London, and he was producing records then. And I hired him, and we fell in love while we were making the record. That's how it all began. And we made it here. Nice. And then we stuck it out together. And we didn't, sadly, we weren't blessed with children, so we've been writing our children. But we're very happy. We've been together a long time. Does it seem?
Are you going to do another song?
It seems like just
I
yesterday.
thought you were going to get a kiss out of that, Ian. Like you almost had a kiss going on there.
Yeah, I forgot. I just wanted to show you guys, if anybody wants to go to my website to actually have a physical CD, here's the CD. It's really, It's all, I didn't unwrap but it's full of, it's got a 24-page lyric booklet, girls. So I'd love to send you to, and John, you two, as a gift. I'll send. This is the painting that's in the back of the room.
This is not, by the way, what you do if you want to have music as a profession.
Right, giving it away doesn't work.
You don't give away your CDs online.
Yeah, no. But anyway, this is a painting that I commissioned called the Tree Woman painting. Anyway, and then I've got a face mask too, which I'll put in if anybody wants to buy it. tree woman face mask.
Nice.
Okay, so that's it. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep. All good.
Be prepared.
Right. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, everyone. Somehow the.
Okay, no worries. Take your time.
Let me just see what.
It won't. It'll just come back to the same one.
I'm going to just reboot the keyboard. Yeah, this is the keyboard we took to. We took to Italy. Broke poor Ian's back carrying it around. How could this happen?
It's okay. Take your time. No worries. We're all here.
You know, Mercury's in retrograde. So
There we go. Of course, this was what you warned me about.
I did. Technology.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I really don't.
Anyway, you know what? While she's messing with the keyboard, we should actually remind everyone who's watching that it's Bandcamp Day on
quick
Friday,
access
which means
program.
Bandcamp is waiving their revenues. And in the spirit of all of us making money off of music, it's a great time to head on over to Bandcamp on Friday, February 5th, and buy things from the three of us, from your favorite artists, from anyone who you want to support financially. It's a cool time to do it because Bandcamp totally waives their revenue fee.
So what do you have up on Bandcamp that we could buy? You have the CDs.
I have I don't have as much on there as I should, to be honest with you. I have 4 tracks, and you can pre-order my EP. And I have Carry On tote bags.
Okay.
They're tote bags that say Carry On them.
Oh, I get it because you're carrying
right.
stuff, right?
Carrying, because you're carrying something. Yeah. How about you,
No,
Logan?
that's advertising space. You got my EP here. You can get it on my website as well.
I like that. That's a very glam photo. I like the photo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's on my website, loganjparker.com. And there's the vinyl as well. And there's merch as well. So yeah, feel free to check it out.
Nice. Do you sign the vinyl? Like, this is like a cool thing to.
Yeah, absolutely. Always sign a vinyl. Do a special signature, special dedication.
All right.
And anything you want, guys, just buy it.
That's right. Yeah, there's a special place for special requests. We'll do anything.
No problem.
Within
No problem.
reason.
Even
Yeah.
things beyond reason if you don't tell anyone about it.
Never.
Yeah,
You have to be
I would
careful
love to
because-
recreate. Go
Oh,
ahead.
you guys are back, Holly?
Yeah, but I was just going to say I would love to create a live gig. You know, when this is all over, the 3 of us. It would
That'd
be
be
hilarious.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be so much fun. I would love that.
It'd be really
Let's
fun.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
thank you,
organize it.
Maria.
I'll
Thank you,
organize it, no
Logan. Thank you
you so
guys
much,
so
everyone.
much. And John, thank you for letting us all go on like this. It's really exciting.
Okay, yeah,
Share our live.
It's a live show. We're trying to evoke the spirit of cable TV. That's all I can say.
Uh-huh.
Which I
okay,
feel
with
like
this
we've done well with. We've done well with them.
Yeah. This last song is when I wrote a couple of years ago now, and it's just about the human spirit, really, and all that stuff that goes along with it, you know. Who knows what's gonna happen next? You open up the paper, you lay this text. If it's not in your body, there's a virus in your heart. You're looking for the light, but you're stuck in the dark. No one's safe, no one's safe, safe from this strange collective fate. Don't give up, don't give up. Just when you think we're out of luck, don't give up. High on the hill of hope, don't give up. There is a rose and a rope, so don't give up. High on the hill of hope, don't give up. So you take that rose, and over time you're picking up each petal like a nursery rhyme. Life loves you, life loves you not. Your evolution just thickens the plot. No one's safe, no one's safe, safe from that old enemy self-hate. But don't give up, don't give up. Just when you think you're out of luck, don't give up. High on the hill of hope, don't give up. There is a rose and a rope, so don't give up. High on the hill of hope, life's throwing you a rose and a rope. Climb up that slope and choose the rose of love. Just when you think we're out of luck, just when you think we're all fucked up, don't give up. High on the hill of hope, oh, don't give up. There is a rose and a rope, so don't give up. High on the hill of hope, life's throwing you a rose and a rope. Climb up that slope, choose the rose of love. Don't give up. I can't
well.
see you guys.
We're here still.
We got-
We're still here. We're still here.
I can hear you. That was amazing. Yeah, it's done.
Wow.
That
Well,
was
thank
so
you so
good.
much, Holly. It's a great set.
Yeah, really good.
Really enjoyed that.
I just so
amazing.
enjoyed doing it and so enjoyed being with all of you. Thank you.
It's been a great evening.
Thank
It's been a great
Beautiful.
evening. And thank you all
Thank you
for so
for
much
the great
effort.
music.
Yeah, thank all of you. You guys are all great. So definitely big love and big thanks. And thanks for cheering up otherwise dismal Tuesday lockdown 3.0 no end in sight evening.
Hey, cheers to that.
Cheers to that. So yeah, live music is just so important. It just helps reset and gives us all some connection again. And I don't know. I mean, sometimes you go and you have a bad night, but I can't remember the bad nights I've ever had going out to music clubs and hanging out. And we really all really miss it. So thanks for trying to send it out. Send it out across the web.
Okay, well, it's up to us to make it happen again, isn't it? Really,
Yeah.
keep doing this, and then when we can do the other, we'll just go out and do it. Oh man, do I feel like it now?
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, so thank you guys all. It was a great show, and I hope you picked up some new fans. And again, for anyone who's still listening, please remember to click follow, love, like, everything. Get fake accounts and click 10 times if you can. Helps.
I will always remember this night. It was very unique.
Good. Well, I'm glad you
And
enjoyed it. So,
soon to be repeated. Soon to be repeated live somewhere in Camden.
we'll organize
Yeah.
it as soon as it's possible.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna actually
Yeah.
we had actually organized quite a few gigs. We're just starting to promote shows, so we'll definitely do more of that.
wow.
Yeah, we had some
Okay.
nights. Some actually, all of you guys would have been great at this one venue, the St. Pancras Old Church, just behind the St. Pancras
Oh, I
station.
played there. I
you?
played there. It's really cool.
Amazing place, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. But the acoustics are really bad.
I mean, it has kind of open, kind of echoey sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The acoustics aren't great, but it's a great spot. It's a
Great spot.
great venue. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Okay.
just feel lucky to have stumbled into a live stream with not one but two Stevie Nicks lookalikes.
I
feel
know.
like I would be remiss if the evening ended without saying that.
Well, that makes you're the dark, mysterious brunette.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
Very beautiful, beautiful. So yeah, we're all so different. That's what makes it exciting, isn't it? We're all very different. We sort of found that out through the evolution of the show. But it's nice to be able to connect those musical heart dots with each other. I think there's, as I said in the sound check, I think there's plenty of room for thousands of singer-songwriters, and there are thousands of singer-songwriters. And it's fun. You just you got to keep going, no matter because we're all very different.
Yeah.
I think
That's
some of us anyway.
Yes.
okay. Well,
But
any
we're
last-
all united
yeah.
for the love of music, which I find beautiful.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Agree.
Well,
Okay.
pleasure to meet you guys, and hopefully see you guys soon, live and in person, sometime
Yes.
soon in Camden.
And thank you again all so much.
Thank
Holly,
you.
I have a little treat
you,
for you
John.
to. Oh, this is going to work for me. Let's say. I have a little treat for you to end the show on. Let's see if I get this to work. Oh no, what is this? There
You've
we go.
done well. I didn't.
Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh no. Every time there's a full moon, he sings all night long. Teresa, close the window. He's a driving me crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, man. This is my cheap. I gotta. That popsicle is fun. When am I gonna try popsicle? It's
Outside another yellow moon has punched a hole in the nighttime, yes. I climb to the window and down to the street. I'm shining like a new dime. The downtown trends are full for all those Brooklyn girls. They try so hard to break out of their little world. Now you wave your hand and the skylark crows. They have nothing that will ever capture your heart. They're just thorns without the rose. Be careful of them in the dark. Oh, if I was the one you chose to be your own by the light of the four-way to watch a massive fall. Oh baby, they all have heart attacks. They stay at the carnival, but they'll never win you back. I'll see you tonight.